Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of the Allen and Aaron Sports Talk Radio Show. I'm Alan Alford, and today we're going to have a fantastic show for you. But before we get started, we thank Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. So delicious and addicting, you may need a support group. So I want to thank our great sponsor, Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. Please feel free to pick up a 4-pack at FLBBQSauce.com. Again, that's FLBBQSauce.com. We're in for a great time and a great show. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started.
Welcome to another great episode of the Allen and Aaron Sports Talk Radio Show. We got a real treat for you. We're joined by the one and only sports comedian, actor, Josh Mancuso. How you been so far today?
Man, I'm doing great. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's a real pleasure. And we'll start right there. How did you get started in, sports comedy?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I've been doing a little bit of comedy, some other topics and things like that. And then I just sort of came up with an idea for a college mascot video. I just thought it was so funny that Auburn specifically was the Tigers, but then they have this eagle as well, this war eagle. And so I thought, what are they doing there? I said, that'd be great to just kind of do a skit of the committee that came up with their mascot. And I didn't necessarily plan on doing that much sports content, but it just kind of worked out. People really liked it. And, you just kind of go with what's working. So I just kind of kept going with the sports stuff. And I'm in Tennessee. So obviously I started doing more Tennessee stuff and NFL, a little bit of everything. But yeah, that first Auburn video was the one that really got me going, man. It's been a cool journey to see these doors open that I kind of didn't expect, and just here for the ride, man.
Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job. You got a huge following, and you, like you said, you got to go where things take you, and you're
right.
doing fantastic with it. Do you feel as if in sports people take things a little too seriously, or they seem to respond to you well?
No, that's a good question because, people love their teams, man. But overall, most people have really enjoyed it. Even the teams I'm making fun of, it's all in good fun, right? Like, I'm a Tennessee guy, but I've spent plenty of time making fun of Tennessee, just for fun. So yeah, everybody I think has enjoyed it because even if your team is doing well or they're not doing well, it's like, hey, you could watch one of Josh's videos and just laugh about it, So hopefully I'm adding, some not too serious pieces of sports to the equation. For the most part, everybody's been really, really cool. There's a few fans that get hyped up and we'll say a few things, but I love sports. Sometimes I see these videos of people fighting in the stands at a game or something. And I'm like, oh man, like we don't want that. So I think sports are awesome. There's a lot more to life than sports, but it's just a great avenue to just have some fun and be funny. And let's all just have a good time and let's all just enjoy our teams and our sports and have fun in the process. Yeah.
That's right. It's all about good fun. No reason to get into fights. I mean, I know it's good to be passionate. When you see stuff like that, fights, does it really like, oh, they need to see more of my stuff?
That's right. I'm like, y'all need a dose of some comedy videos to get kind of ground you. Yeah, I think anybody can get caught up in the moment. You get caught up in the moment, and I understand that for sure. But I think we just always got to have that perspective of like, hey, it's just sports. Like it's supposed to be fun, and losing is part of that. Losing is part of it. And I played sports in high school. And I used to get fired up at myself. Usually, it was like, oh, I messed up, or I dropped a pass, or whatever. Like that was what I got mad about. But your team, it's your team. But there's always next year, as they say.
That's right. And you do a lot of great stuff. You even did a skit with the XFL. What are your thoughts about the XFL?
Man, I'm still learning about the XFL. I'm glad you saw that one because
yeah, I did.
You can give me a grade because I don't know how good it was, but XFL is cool. I think it's great. The more football, the better, is my opinion. I love football. It's great to have an alternative when the NFL is not playing. And I think it's also good to have the XFL as sort of this minor league system type process we have going for the guys that can't make it in the NFL. They can still play football because they're still really good, and it gives them a place to play. Heck yeah, man, I'm all for it. I mean, The Rock owns the XFL, so it's bound to be fun and entertaining, moving forward. So yeah, I'm all in. It's cool. What about you? You like XFL?
I love XFL. I cover a lot of their games, and it's been a real pleasure it's something that is a great experience. And as you mentioned, it's different than what you see in the NFL. Nothing is wrong with the NFL, but there is such a great amount of talent that a lot of people don't know about. And it's great that people get a chance to see that through the XFL. And I'm glad you did that skit. I really am.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. You know what we need more of in this country? Those payday loan places? Football. Yes, we are starting a new football league. Awesome. Wait, how much is this gonna cost? I'd say about 150 million. Whoa, okay, you can't just find that kind of money under a rock. That's exactly where we're getting it from. The Rock is giving us money. Let's name every team after a movie The Rock starred in. Jacksonville Jumanjis, Seattle Scorpion Kings, Philadelphia Fast and the Furious 14. Are there that many? At least. Okay, well, we need a name for this league. Well, we could go with how about XFL? That's awesome. Yes. What's the X stand for? Extreme? No. Extraordinary? No. X-ray? I'm running out of options here. Nothing actually. It's just there to look cool and sound cool. XFL. I don't know. Sounds kind of inappropriate to me. Maybe like that one league where the girls play with skimpy lingerie. Oh, I know. I never watched that before. Do you smell what the Rock's cooking? Not smelling nothing. Well, thanks. I honestly, I had to educate myself a little bit about the XFL because I knew about it, but I didn't know a lot. That probably shows in the skit. I don't know, but and I'd like to do some more. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I think the XFL is really cool. And also, what's the other one? The USFL?
USFL, that's starting up next month. That's right.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it, man. The more football, the better.
That's right. And is Tennessee your team, I'm assuming?
Tennessee's my team. Yeah. I was born in California, Los Angeles, so I've kind of got this West Coast, history. But I've spent most of my life in Tennessee. Huge Tennessee Volunteer fan. Yeah, I kind of grew up with the orange blood, and will I guess keep it till the day I die. Love the Vols, man.
That's right. There you go. And your NFL team is the Titans?
Yeah, if I had to pick one, it would be the Titans. I really enjoy watching almost every team play. I just like watching NFL football. So I usually would just pick a team to root for, in the game I'm watching sometimes. I do like the Titans. They're our home team, I guess. But I enjoy watching some of the more like historical programs. The Packers and the Bears and, even the Patriots. Like I just like watching football. So I'll take just about any team, I think. What about you? Do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, right here, being near the Tampa area, it's the Bucks for the NFL.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I figured, man. The Bucks I like watching the Bucks as well. And you always got good weather too. So
yeah, you can't beat that. That's for sure. And it's always a blessing. And so do you enjoy doing comedy more or acting? I know you do both.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the difference for me between being a comedian and being an actor is like being a comedian is really just me being me most of the time. So all the characters I play are just pieces of me probably that I'm pulling out. In fact, as an actor, a lot of people think that when you're an actor, that you put on a mask to become this actor, and really, acting is taking off a mask and revealing parts of yourself and bringing honest acting to the role. And that's even true with comedy. It's just me being me, different parts of me, coming out. When I wear the mullet, it's like that's not really me, but I can go there pretty easily because I live in Tennessee. But I love acting. I think that's for me the ultimate goal is to continue down that path and be in movies and be able to explore that much further. So, but comedy is just, if all I did was just make people laugh the rest of my life making comedy videos, man, that's a life well lived. I would love it. There's always, every comedic actor wants that dramatic role, right? Look at Steve Carell, Jim Carrey, the guys that are comedians, they are doing serious roles too now. So I think that's definitely in me. And so I'm excited to kind of go down that road and see what comes out of it.
Hey, we need to get you in the next movie that Rock is doing. So
that's right. That's right. If he's listening right now, listen, Dwayne, watching the Alan and Aaron Sports Talk radio show, you got to cast me in your next movie. All right, I'll keep promoting XFL. You just cast me and we'll be good.
There you go. That's awesome. And in fact, you got the studio in the background. Tell us a little bit about it.
That's it, man. This is right here in my home. We have like a couple drive under garage spaces, and there's this room when we bought the house in the back of the garage. It had some carpet in it. It was just sort of this utility room that the people before us had. And we just transformed it into kind of a studio, ripped out the ceiling and, redid a lot of stuff. And so now, I've got a green screen, just painted a wall green. I've got, I end up wearing tons of different clothes and hats for all my skits. And so for those that are watching, you can see the wall of hats and clothes over here. Just every team imaginable hanging out. And yeah, so it's been cool to just have this space, man, and be able to make content and create videos for people without having to even leave my front door. So makes me a little bit lazy, and the kitchen is upstairs, so I end up in the kitchen quite often getting snacks, but I try to refrain and stay down here and do my job.
Yeah, that's incredible. And one of the characters you do is Coach Lance. You do a fantastic job with that.
Thank you. Coach
You're
Lance
welcome.
was born the day that Tennessee fired Jeremy Pruitt. I just thought, as a Tennessee fan, I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. And so I thought I should make a funny video coming up with this fake coach. Just wrote it in like an hour and then recorded it and just put it out, and didn't think that it would be, that big of a hit, but it was. And people have really latched on to the Coach Lance character. I've kept him going and kept him alive. And I haven't done as much with him recently, but he's still got some things in the works. He's a funny character. I don't know. People have referenced Ted Lasso as a similar type of character, which I've never seen Ted Lasso, so I don't know. But it's been fun creating this character that's this middle school football coach. He's 150. No, he's never lost a game in his life. I don't know that it's because he's that good of a coach, or if he just magically wins because the people around him are so good, and he ends up taking the credit. But yeah, it's been fun creating an actual character. I mean, Coach Lance on Twitter has more followers than I have, so I'm like, well, this is backwards, but okay, that's Coach Lance is a big deal apparently.
He is, and he's grown to such a big following. You actually appeared on ESPN. Talk about that experience.
Man, that was cool. Yes, when they hit me up and said, "Hey, we want to have you on our show," it was a bit of a pinch me moment. ESPN, and I was like, well, this is it, man. If you'd told me, 6 months prior that I would be on ESPN talking about my sports comedy, I would have said, really? I'm not even doing sports comedy yet. And then I just jumped into it, and then here I was. It was really cool. It was really nice. I'm really grateful for that opportunity to be with those guys and talk about what I'm doing. And, it's just a great meshing of two worlds that I love and I think most people love, which is sports and laughing. So it was cool, and hopefully not my last time on ESPN.
No, definitely not. You got a lot of things to offer and a lot of great content, and it's very unique. And you're growing and growing. You have over 100,000 subscribers. So tell people how you get even more.
Oh man, yeah, thank you. Yes,
Go
it was cool hitting that 100,000 mark on Instagram. It was like there's definitely moments I wake up and I'm like, do people really think I'm funny? Like, am I really there's that what they call imposter syndrome, where you just think, every time I put a video out, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not going to be funny, and some of them aren't that funny. You just roll with it. But it was cool to hit that 100,000 mark, and it's sort of some validation of, okay, there are some people out there that think I'm remotely funny, not just my kids and my wife. So that's been nice, and Instagram has been kind of my main spot, so people can follow me there. It's just my name, at Josh Mancuso. That's my main spot. And then Facebook as well, it's at the Josh Mancuso. And YouTube, of course, again, it's just my name, at Josh Mancuso. And would love for people to subscribe there and follow me. And I always take feedback from people too, when they say, hey, what about this school? Or what if you did this video? Or I want to see this. And I try to work that in there as much as I can. So yeah, I would love for people to check me out, man. I appreciate you giving me the platform today. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming on the Ellen and Aaron Sports Talk Radio Show, and we're gonna make sure we follow you, so you're gonna have even more followers there, and it'll tell the audience to follow you too. And you got the Coach Lance on Twitter, you said, and also Twitter. Is it just your name?
Yeah, Twitter is just my name as well. It's just at Josh Mancuso, and Coach Lance is at Coach Lance UT. And but don't you can follow him, but make sure you follow me. I got to beat Coach Lance. I can't let him beat me in the Twitterverse. I'm like, he's not even a real person. Like, I should be winning this battle. But yeah, that'd be great to do that. And your show is great. I can't wait to keep checking it out. And I love your logo and stuff, man. You guys have got it going on. I'm excited about what you're doing.
I really appreciate that, Josh. Thank you so much, and you have a continued success. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much again for joining us on the Allen and Aaron Sports Talk Radio Show. That's Josh Mancuso, and you take care for now.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.